Good evening, my YouTube friends and community. It's Bridget from Bridget and Justin Starting From Scratch. Hello, everyone. Happy Saturday. I hope everyone's doing well. So I'm sending lots of love and warmth to you guys. This evening, I was thinking of talking about how we can take our power back, okay? So if that's something that you're interested in, just stick around and give me a like, subscribe. And yeah, stick around. We're going to get right into it, okay? So I made a vlog yesterday talking just a little bit about how I've been under the weather and so on. Okay, so with that being said, sometimes, you know, how everybody doesn't feel good obviously shows up in each individual's lives, however it is they don't feel good, whether it be a cold, a flu, virus, whatever the case may be. It could be any kind of ailment that you're just not feeling well and you're under the weather, okay? Now, I wanted to talk about how about when you are needing to take back your power, okay, from people, places, or things that are draining your energy that can also make you not feel well, okay? That can also make you sick, okay? When people are draining your energy or you're putting your energy too far and too much into somewhere and you're not getting positive input back into you, okay? So I'm sure that a lot of you know what I mean, and a lot of you have probably been through that. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like a part of life, you know. I would hope that many people didn't go through that, you know, but somewhere or another, somebody will be draining your energy, you know, and it's up to you to realize that and to take back your power back, okay? And this can be from any kind of situation where you feel as though you're just not in control the way that you know how to be. You're not showing up as your best self because you've given a lot of your power away, like I said, to a person, place, or thing, or you're just spending your time somewhere where it's too much of you that you're giving away, okay? And it's draining your battery. It's draining your energy, okay? So I just was thinking of a couple of things, okay, that we can do, okay, to take back our power. We are in a new month. We are in a positive month of February, right? Okay, February 1st. I'm so happy to be here. I'm glad it's a new month. And yeah, let's turn a new chapter, right? So one thing that is very evident, and it sounds very simple, and it is simple. You just have to make up your mind to do it, is focus on the things that you can control, right? Like, how many of us are in some kind of a relationship, right? This could be a toxic relationship. This could be a friendship. This could be any kind of relationship. This can be between a boss and an employee relationship. This could be, you know, human relations is what population is, okay? We have relationships of many sorts in life, in this lifetime, right? It's not just marital. It's not just boyfriend and girlfriend, okay? We have, like I said, family relationships, friend relationships, business relationships, co-worker relationships, you name it, it's a sort of relationship, right? Okay. So what we need to realize is that, and I'm sure many of us have, right? We just let things go. We let things go and we let things go until we feel depleted or we feel like we're not in control anymore of the situation that we are actually in control of, right? So we have to realize what it is that we can control in any relationship that we're in. And what's the answer to that? We can control ourselves, only ourselves. We cannot control what the other person is going to do. We cannot control what the next person is going to say. We cannot control any of that, right? And how many times do we get out of line, come out of pocket, do the most in order to change things, right? Like, it's just, this is a topic that has so many layers. Do you know what I'm saying? But what I'm really trying to say is that if we focus on the things that we can control, that's the answer to taking your power back. Because the only thing that we can really control is ourselves, right? No matter what we do, what we say, we can only control ourselves. What the next person is going to do or say, or their answer, or their reply, or their actions is not up to us, right? And in order to live a peaceful, graceful, healthy lifestyle, we cannot be in toxic relationships, okay? Toxicity is very, very bad. And I have been in many toxic kind of relationships in my lifetime, okay? Not just toxic. I've been in, semi-toxic. I've been in beautiful kind of relationships. And again, these don't have to be one-on-one, boyfriend, girlfriend. Again, there's all kind of relationships. That's what this is here, right? Relationships, relations. Everybody has some sort of rapport, relationship with each other, right? But the toxic ones, they suck really bad, right? Like, toxicity is just like almost, it's a lot of places, right? And we don't want to be there, okay? I know I don't. I don't want to be toxic, and I don't want to be in a toxic situation. But I know that it's easy if you're around a toxic person or you have a relationship with a toxic person. Soon enough, you're going to become toxic too, because you're going to be getting down on that person's level, right? And you're going to be trying, like I said, you're going to come out of pocket. You're going to do things that are not necessarily within your character, and you're going to become just as toxic, and that's not cool. So what we have to do is focus on the things that we can control. And the only thing, like I said, is we can control ourselves. So we have to take back ourselves out of the situation, no matter what it is, no matter what kind of relationship it is. We have to hone in our energy, take ourselves back, and take ourselves out of that situation, okay? All right, that's the first step. That's like the big step. And to be honest with you, it's the only step, because if you realize it, a relationship is not between one person, right? It's between you and somebody else, or you and multiple people, or whatever like that. If you easily just take yourself out and remove yourself and put up boundaries and stuff like that, you don't have to deal with that anymore. 1 second, you guys. Sorry, guys. Okay. I'm back. So yeah, what we want to do is not play the game, right? Of whatever toxicity we are a part of, okay? And, you know, it's always good to take a look at yourself too, okay? Because we have to analyze ourselves too and make sure that whatever part we're playing in something that's toxic, we have to make sure that we don't want to play that game, and we know our part, right? And we remove ourselves. Like I said, that's just how you take back your power, okay? That's the main way you take back your power and take back control over your life and over yourself, okay? So what else I was gonna say was that, exactly, you know, certain people, places, and things, it stifles your energy, okay? People can stifle your energy. They can make your energy become stagnant and still, okay? And that's not where you want to be. That's not where you want to be in life, okay? Okay, we have to stop giving attention to the things that do not serve us, okay? So you know what serves you well in life, right? You know good friendships to nurture, right? Okay, like you guys water each other. You know good relationships between like a man and a woman and stuff like that. You're supposed to nurture each other. You're supposed to feed each other, right? Like a plant, and it'll grow. If you have some kind of employee relationship or something like that with, let's say, a boss or a co-worker, and things are not going well or something like that, the best bet I would say is always take that up with a higher authority if it's something that you're not happy about, okay? Because you shouldn't have to work like in a workplace or something like that where, let's say, you're having a hard time with your boss or with your employees or something like that, because that can make it really stressful to even want to go to work, right? Because, you know, I've been in professions where it's like the more work that I do and the more that they know that I'm going to do the work, they call on you more. It's like they overload your plate with work. Excuse me. Excuse me. They'll overload you with work. The more people know that you're going to do at your job, sometimes they take advantage of that, and then you become superwoman overnight, right? Because they know that you can handle it. But that's not good, because that's just putting more work on one person just because you know that they're good at what they do, they're good at their profession, and they're gonna do it. That's not right though, because you cannot break one person's back, right? Everything needs to be equal. So if you feel like there's some unjust situation going on or something like that, like I said, in your job or something like that, that's draining your energy and making you feel like you're in some kind of toxicity, that's not healthy. And you need to take that up with human resources or, human resources or the boss, or, you know, and if that doesn't work, the boss above him, right? Or her, right? You want to take it up with the hierarchy, okay? So that you can get out of that, toxicity, okay? See, so because this goes in all different ways, like, right, we can be in any kind of, we can find toxicity anywhere and become like a part of it, even like by default. Like you can be going to work, minding your little business, and, you know, it could just be toxicity around you and stuff like that. You just want to stay to yourself, do your job, go do what you went there for. You know, be polite, be kind always, do your job and come home, you know? So yeah, you want to avoid people, places, and anything that stifles your energy and things like that. And another thing is that we don't want to hold grudges, okay, about any of these kind of things. We definitely want to forgive, okay, because the longer that we stay in some kind of communal relationship with, let's say, something that hurt us or something that was toxic and not good for us, if we hang on to that, let's say you have some anger or resentment or something like that, or even sadness. I mean, those are natural emotions to go through, especially the sadness one when somebody hurts you. But you got to pray on that. You got to pray on that, okay? Because if you still have any kind of bitterness inside of you or anger or something, you should probably talk to somebody about that. If it's that serious, you know, if you feel as though you're keeping it inside you and you're holding it inside you, you can journal. You know, you can find ways to help yourself to get over it, or you can talk to somebody like in therapy and stuff like that. And there's no shame in that, you know, like life is life. And really, we're all human, and we really do all face a lot of the same situations, except our circumstances usually end up different because all of us make different decisions, right? All of our decision makings are different, right? But we're all very similar, right? We're not that different, us humans. We're really not. Okay? But what we want to do is we want to definitely forgive. We don't want to hold on to any kind of resentments. And that's not easy. Like I said, that's not easy when someone has wronged you or hurt you, okay? So, but at least if you acknowledge it, you know, acknowledge that you are hurt, acknowledge that you are angry, acknowledge your feelings about whatever the situation may be, that's the first step to healing, okay? And that's the first step to letting go, okay? So that you don't give that person or that situation the power over you, okay? Right? Because this is about taking our power back, okay? So, all right. So as well as that, like I said, stop giving your attention to things that don't serve you, okay? And another thing is that, and I'm very big on this, is we have to watch what we're watching, right? On television or on YouTube, or we have to watch what we're listening to on the radio and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, to each his own, and everybody likes what they like and stuff like that. And, you know, whatever works for you works. But, you know, just depending who you are, you know what speaks to your spirit, right? And you know what speaks to your soul. And you know what speaks to your mind, and you know what feeds and fuels your mind and your soul and your spirit. And you always want that to go in the positive direction, right? You don't want to be watching things on TV that are low vibrational things, and then you feel not good, and all those words and bad things have like entered you. You know what I'm saying? And now you're dwelling on, let's just say, a movie or something like that that just was not uplifting or, you know, made you feel good. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I really do not get into like gory, scary, crazy movies and stuff like that. I don't get into any of that because like it just is such a waste for me. Like, what's the sense? I do not want to be in that much suspense that I'm actually annoyed, irritated, aggravated, scared. Like, all those feelings are not good. So I don't even entertain stuff like that. I like, you know, nice things, uplifting things and stuff like that, okay? And it speaks to me well. It speaks to my soul very well when I listen to good things and positive things and fruitful things and good messages and stuff like that, right? So we have to monitor what it is that we're listening to on the radio. We have to monitor what it is that we're watching on TV and the things that we let enter us and stuff like that. I mean, there was a time in my life when I was younger, and I did used to watch stuff that I wasn't like, obviously I realized I was not comfortable with watching it after a while. But on like YouTube and stuff like that, like they have certain like shows and stuff like that where they talk about certain things, and I guess it was just kind of interesting because I couldn't understand it. Like, why would somebody do something like that and stuff like that? But it's so sad. It's like, so I don't watch anything like that anymore, but like there was a time that I used to watch stuff that just was not positive and uplifting, but it was more like the shock thing. Like I'd come across something and be like, oh my goodness, no way, right? But how does that make you feel once you watch stuff like that, like on a regular basis or something like that, or it keeps coming up on your feed? It doesn't make you feel good, right? And it's all low vibrational, and we do not want that. Ladies, we do not want low vibrational stuff in our life. Okay? And gentlemen, okay? So, one little piece of advice I can say too is we have to focus on what we really want, right? Like if we want to be better content creators as well, we have to focus on what do we want? What kind of content do we want to produce, right? And focus on it. That's all. It's really not, I mean, it depends on what you're doing, you know what I'm saying? But whatever it is you want to do, you can do. You got to know that you can do it. Whatever it is you want to do, you just got to focus on it. You got to focus on it. You got to learn about it and stuff like that. And you just got to go out there and try it. You know, you can do it. You can do it. And so once we focus on what we really want and we do that, we can see what would happen from that. We can see all the good that would happen from that, from focusing on what we really want in a positive manner and stuff like that, and putting all good into that. And we can see some good results from that. That would make us feel good, right? Okay. So, let's see. I'm like missing a little page here because I was writing down some of these, tips. So what we want to do too is, like I said, as far as taking our power back, is you just want to simply disengage, right? So, you know, once you remove your energy, and once you put a halt to whatever the situation is going on, you want to disengage, meaning you do not want to reconnect, right? You do not want to reconnect with something that was not making you feel good in your soul. You don't want to reconnect with something that wasn't making your heart happy, and your mind wander, right? You don't want to re-engage in that and re-harm yourself, right? So you just want to simply disengage. And all of this stuff may sound, I'm saying it like it's easy, but it's really as hard as we want to make it. It's really as hard as we want to make it, right? We can either hang on to toxic relationships and toxic people, places, and things, or we can just let it go and live a much better life, okay? And a much better lifestyle, all right? Okay, so some other tips that I have here about taking back your power is, after you do that, you're going to gain clarity, okay? And if you're still with me, please give me a like, comment, subscribe, okay? I would really appreciate that. Let me know you're there. You're going to get a sense of clarity back, okay? And you're going to feel wonderful, little bit by little bit, okay? And I have some more tips over here that I think that I will save for the next video. If I plan on extending this, because yeah. All right. But yeah, after you disengage and after you take back your power, you're going to regain your clarity. Okay. And that's like a whole nother beautiful level of being, and that's where you want to be. You want to be nice and light and you want to be clear about what you're thinking. You want to be clear about what you're doing. You know, you want to be clear about the content that you're making. If you have a normal 9-to-5 job, you want to go in there and you want to feel clear about your job, what you're doing, you know, what you're not doing, what you're responsible for, what you're not responsible for, right? You don't want everybody's problems to be your problems and stuff like that and stuff. So, you know, you just want to be nice and free from all the drama. Okay. And I do have a nice little prayer that I wrote down that I thought was nice for the beginning of February. Okay, it's very simple. I thought it was sweet. So it says, Eternal God, you gave us the greatest gift of life. In the coming year, help us use it wisely. May we grow in generosity, grow in kindness, grow in forgiveness, hope, faith, and love. Okay? I'm going to read that one more time. Eternal God, you gave us the greatest gift of life. In the coming year, help us use it wisely. May we grow in generosity, kindness, and forgiveness, hope, faith, and love. Right? So I think that's a nice little prayer for the beginning of the month. This is obviously February, and I know us mamas and us, you know, we're gonna be doing the best that we can do. Yeah, in whatever area that it is. And some of us don't have to have birthed our own children to be moms. Some of us are good aunts. I know some people on here that are aunts and you know, they share those motherhood duties and stuff like that, and they're wonderful. And some people may not have children, right? But this is like a this is just for everybody, right? It just so happens that I'm a mom. So yeah, I'm down with my mamas because I'm a mom. So I speak a lot when I say, you know, us moms and stuff because I'm a mother. But obviously this goes for everybody. It goes for dads. It goes for men. It goes for women. None of us want to be tied up with not so nice feelings. Okay? So I hope everyone is doing well. And I hope you guys liked my video. If you did, please give it, again, a like, a subscribe. Yeah, leave a comment. Let me know if there's anything that maybe that you are letting go of in this season of your life, and maybe how you made that happen. What did you realize? Maybe you can leave me some tips on what you realized about letting go and what you discovered about yourself, right? Because when you don't let go, like I said, of something toxic, it blocks your energy. It blocks your creative energy. It blocks all your good energy. And it can make you not feel good, like at all. So we don't want to be connected to things that do not serve us for our highest good, right? Once we realize that, and we realize we're dealing with people that want to drain our energy, and people that are unkind, and people that are not nice, people that are not supportive and stuff like that, you know, people that, you know, don't have good in their hearts and stuff like that, you want to disengage. That's not of God. You want to disengage. And again, I know that it sounds like I'm making it sound a little easy, but I've been down that rodeo a lot of times. Okay, so it's kind of like either you're gonna accept it and live in toxicity, or you're not gonna, right? And I choose to let go of what's toxic in my life. Not saying I won't have to deal with things or anything like that, but again, awareness is everything, and awareness is the first step. So as long as we're aware that we are engaging in things that are not fruitful to our souls and fruitful to us is the first step, because then we can realize what we can do about it, right? To change that. So I am sending you guys lots of warmth and love and light, okay? Happy Saturday again. I hope everyone's well. Bye.